Yo guys, welcome back. You're with Fonzie and we're in the T64B. Yeah, as you'll note from the start of the video, stock grind on this thing. Oh my fucking god, I've been breached so many goddamn times. It is not funny. Finally, but after our 10th drive out, we finally got parts for this damn thing. And it's not such an issue anymore. I mean, it's still an issue, you still get breached really easy, but at least I can fucking repair it now. So this drive out right here, this is our third drive out we had, so obviously we still didn't have parts. So the rest of our team's completely gone off to Alpha, so we decided we'd make sure this flank is secure. And obviously you can see right there, there's a Leo 2K, have a shot, and well, yeah, a little bit high, and we get a bit of a balls ricochet on that. So we have a bit of standoff. We decided to move forward, see if we can coach him into a shot, trying to keep our armor forward. So hopefully he bounces if he's using Sabot. In the meantime, we have a quick look over here, and this is one of the ones you'll see. So we see a Leopard A1A1 and A1A1, whatever the hell damn things are called. We have a shot at him and we pork it, so we try and reverse back because as you can see we're kind of flank onto him at the moment. I was sort of hoping that shot would just destroy him or ammo rack him, but apparently not. Shit shot. So yeah, we get into sort of a hold down position to try and sort of hide ourselves and see if we can get this guy, and he does a little jockey, and I didn't even see him from this position where he fired at me, which is really shit. And you know, I've got no parts. We've still got the Leo 2K in front of us that hasn't come out yet. He actually does come out, but I'm like, well, shit. What, I'm completely useless to my team now. I need to get out of here. So I try and run and basically go back to our spawn, and then I was going to shoot around to the cap. But obviously, while we're moving away, the Leo 2K obviously sees it and shoots us in the ass. So yeah, this is our fourth drive out, so we decided we're going to do a bit of sniping, and I'm not sure what it is. I think this might have been a Keller again. So we have a few shots at him and we miss. Yeah, that's probably my fault, shit gunnery, but whatever. And there you go again, breached again. And in this match we're completely fucked now, because as you can see, like, the enemy has Alpha, they have Bravo, and we cap Charlie. So I'm like, well, I'll move to Charlie, but then we moved Charlie when I got halfway there. So I'm like, fuck, what am I meant to do? I'm stuck now. I was calling out to my team, like, when I was in that sniping position, seeing if someone was in a light tank that could possibly come and repair me, or get my squaddy to come and repair me, but no one came to my aid. So basically I was just a free kill for someone with no breach like this. There's a Leo 2K in here, and there's also a Leopard 1 behind me. I'm basically just a free kill. I'm trying to maneuver around to see if, you know, I can get around the cave, but obviously not. Another one, I put myself into a bad position there. I got copper shot from a Challenger. So this is our fifth drive out, so we run like shit, and this is horrible. It took me about 3 minutes to get out of this position because of the sucky reverse, but hey, whatever. So we do get to the cap, we start to repair, and the Challenger shoots us up top from the hill, completely negates our frontal upper plate armor due to the angle, and she just goes straight through like that. So yeah, this is our sixth drive out. I absolutely had the shits. I'd had 3 drive outs in a row where I'd done appallingly. Some bad decisions on my part, but also not having parts, not being able to repair and shit, and I'm like, fuck. And then we get this map, and I'm like, oh my god, this is shit. Like, I'm gonna quit playing this goddamn game. I hate fucking 38 parallel, or what the hell this map is called. This is just shit map. But anyway, so I'm like, no, we'll move on. And you know, it actually turns out to be a really, really good game. So you can see here that they've started to cap Bravo. We're going to move up here. We got, I think I've got Leo, and then we see the tree go down there, so I know there's definitely something there. There's smoke there, so I decided to push. I'm thinking it's going to be an Abrams, because I believe this game was America and UK versus. So we see him pop out just shortly. That is the perfect angle to shoot at Abrams. You shoot right under the turret there and you'll take his gunner out every time. We get lucky here, another shot into him, which wrecks his turret traverse. He tries to have a shot at us. We just need to reload and then finally get that angled shot into his lower front plate and take him out. So you will notice there he completely, he was running loops around us there. Like I was actually really lucky that he didn't have another tank with him, otherwise I would have been just a sit and duck for a side shot. So anyway, we decided to haul ass, get out of dodge. Now you'll notice the direction I'm taking, I'm not going up to their spawn. What I am doing is I'm checking what's coming down from the spawn to make sure there's nothing coming out of the spawn. We caught a little glimpse of a tank coming through here in a few seconds. So what my plan was, okay, so we check to see what's coming down from the spawn, and then I was going to drop into the creek, use the creek bed, and go to the, I think that's Alpha in the middle there, yep, and try and cap and kill whatever's at Alpha. But in the meantime, we do spot that little guy coming down from the hill, so I'm like, well, we need to take him out. I don't want him sneaking into our cap that we just capped and neutralising it or recapping. So we decide we're going to push him. Due to the newness of this tank, I find sometimes it is a good idea to push like this because people, they're not used to the tank. So, you know, they freak out and they panic, they get a bad shot on them and they're normally going to kill. Unfortunately, there was also a challenger up on the hill there and he's axed us. So this is a backup we've used in the same game, but before this we actually used our T64 Alpha, and we went around and absolutely slaughtered a few people, got a couple of more Abrams kills, and we also, I think we capped like 4 spots or something like that. It was crazy the amount of capping we did. So we had enough spawn points to come back in our Bravo again, and we moved down to this cap to neutralise the cap and cap it itself. At this point in the game, we've still got a few tanks in the game and they're near the up cap zone. So my plan here is, okay, so we'll cap this Charlie and then we're going to move off Charlie and sort of set an ambush and sort of hide, because I haven't got parts. I'm going to hide near Charlie, and that gives me a really great opportunity to, you know, should I get damaged, I've got Charlie right there where I can sort of run into and hopefully repair if anything was to go bad. But as you can see here, we just slotted that Sheridan. He comes out, he obviously didn't know where he got shot from. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, then we see this M163. Put a couple of shots into him. This is the end of the game, and you'll see here right now that's yeah, a pretty damn good game though. So 4 caps all up, 5 kills, 1 assist, 2 deaths, and so guys, welcome to my red screen, red for Russia. Unfortunately, I didn't have any more footage for the Russian little tonk, so I decided just to quickly record this. So basically, first impressions of this tank. The T64B, it's not a bad tank. It's basically, you know, what you see is what you get. It's spaded. It will be a little bit better than the T64A. But you know, obviously I've got parts for this thing now, and I have noticed like this thing gets breached so much, and you'll see in the next video I upload, it'll be best tanks of 1.77, and yeah, well, I'll talk further about, you know, the T64 and how to kill it and stuff. But you know, overall it's not a bad tank. In my opinion, I think probably the Leo 2K is the best tank of the patch. Very closely followed behind by the M1. It's a great tank as well. And then obviously the T64B, and then obviously the Chelly one is a piece of shit and no one likes it. So yeah, that's my opinion. With this patch, I believe Germany probably has the best lineup at top tier at the moment, due to having their Kala, and then obviously you have your A1 with discarding Sabot. And then obviously you've got your KPZ, should you choose to use it, and you've also got your Hot 2 and your Big Light Panzer with the ITO now. So, you know, that's my opinion. My favourite tank of this patch is definitely the Color. It's a great tank, great gun, trolley as hell armour, and I actually believe you've actually got better survivability in the Color than what you do in the T64 Bravo. That's just my opinion, but take it with a grain of salt, guys. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. As always, guys, stay classy and Fonzie out.